Well, welcome back to Better Living. What a great day to be at the ballpark. It's not freezing, it's not cold, it's a little crisp, so bring a jacket if you're coming down here. And I'm guessing John James is going to tell us that you might need to bring an umbrella or a poncho as well. Make sure you do that. So like we said, today is a triple header, the T-Town triple header here in Toledo. You can go to a double header here with the Mud Hens and then head over to the Walleyes' first playoff game just across the street. The first game today starts at 4 o'clock, and they're here for today and tomorrow. They've got a game again tomorrow night here, the Mud Hens do. Both these games are against Columbus, but after that, they're going to go on the road for a few days. They come back home next Tuesday against Louisville. I'm from Louisville. Here is a not well-known fact. I was an intern with the Louisville Bats, who were called the Redbirds when I was down there. So I have a little history with them. But if you come back, then you come back on the 21st. And then next weekend on the 25th, it's another special night. It is halfway to Halloween night. You're going to want to do that. Let's take a look at the field. You can see that they are feverishly preparing it for tonight's game. Although to the naked eye, it doesn't look like it needs much preparing because it is a gorgeous field and looks awesome already, but they've been working on it since we got here, and I'm guessing they'll be working on it still for a while. I am joined now by Jake Tyler. He is the, oh, well, you know, we're just losing things here. That's it.
Still got me?
As long as we're still working. If not, you're just going to have to talk really loud into me. We'll just leave it there. So, you guys have been working for months to get this field prepared because you had to take everything out because of Winterfest, right?
Yeah, you know, it was a busy off season. You know, we started out with the golf course and went into the hockey, which was a great event, and then back into a field. So, you know, the renovation's taken us a few months, but 4 weeks ago we got the last roll of sod down. It was quite an adventure, but it was a fun time. Now,
you got new sod this year, and I think probably a lot of people think it's just because of Winterfest, but that's not true. After a certain amount of time, you've got to do that anyway, right?
Yeah, right. You know, the new fields that we're building now, they're sand-based fields, which basically means the grass grows in sand, so it can perk a lot of rain, and that's why we can get all the games in when the weather's bad, because it drains really well. And, you know, after a while, it builds up a little bit of a layer on top, so we try to resurface it so that we can make sure that the drainage is still good and that we can continue to get all the games in.
You guys do a ton of work. I mean, people think they have it rough at home with their lawn, but they have no idea, because you do a lot, even on the sod. Do you have to like rake it or something to try and keep the infield dirt and sand out of it?
Yeah, you know, baseball's, you know, the groundskeeping in baseball is all about just attention to detail, you know, to make sure that the ball rolls true and that it's consistent for the players. So, you know, dirt's actually more of our job. You know, 90% of our day is spent on the dirt more than it is the grass, because that's where most of the game's played. And you know, and those are the areas that are a little bit harder to maintain because you're trying to find like the right moisture in the infield dirt so that it can play through rain, so it's not too hard, so the ball stays down. So most of our day spent on the dirt and detailing those edges from the grass to the warning track, from the grass to the infield dirt, to make sure that everything's consistent for the guys.
It's kind of a science. So how did you get here? What made you decide to do this, and what did you have to do to be able to?
Yeah, you know, I grew up in West Tennessee, and I was getting ready to go to University of Tennessee for criminal justice, and then they opened up a AA ballpark, and I went in, got a job because I knew the head groundskeeper just on a whim, and never left the ballpark ever since. You know, we went up to Louisville, worked in Louisville for a few years with the Reds.
I worked in Louisville too.
Did you really?
Did you hear me say that? I was an intern.
Yeah.
This summer before my senior year of college. Of course, they were the Redbirds there.
That's right.
The Bats.
Yeah, I moved to Louisville when we opened the AAA ballpark back in '99 and 2000, and then from there went to upstate New York, where worked with the Mets AA team up there for a few years. We came to Toledo 10 years ago, you know, and it's been an awesome stay here in Toledo. We've, you know, met a lot of friends. My wife, we have three little kids, and she's from Louisville. We met at the ballpark in Louisville.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. She worked up in the souvenir store, and I worked on the field.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, so it's, you know, baseball's been great to me. You know, this environment. The Mud Hens are something that's just, a lot of people I don't think in the area really realize. I've been around to a lot of different organizations, and the way Joe Napoli and the rest of the staff run this ballpark, and the fans are amazing. You know, that was my catcher when I came here, is how much people in this town really support this. You don't see that in a lot of franchises around the country, and that's something to be proud of, and that's really neat. And that's what makes days like today be so important, and so much fun to see people out tailgating, having a good time downtown, you know, waiting for the first game. It's, you know, it's exciting for everybody involved.
It is a fun day for sure, but it's a fun summer. I remember that summer I worked at the ballpark. There's just something about coming to a ballpark every day. Even if you're not playing ball, you're not sitting and watching the game, but it just makes for a fun job, doesn't it?
Yeah, you know, this is my 17th year in baseball, and in 17 years I've never thought about going to work one day. You know, it's just so much fun being around the ballpark, the atmosphere. You know, it's just great for the city. It's great for everybody.
So when people come out today, do you think they're going to have a tarp out, or are we going to actually get to play?
Oh, it's always 75 and sunny at game time, no matter what time of year it is, no matter what game it is. So
absolutely.
It's always fun.
Now, if somebody's watching, there's a mom watching right now, and she's thinking, oh my gosh, my kid would love to do this. This is something that really interests him. He's a baseball kid. And what would you tell somebody if they want to go into this work? What should they do? You know,
I have a lot of young students that work for me. They usually start with me around sophomore in high school, and usually I have them up to their internship, and a lot of them have really enjoyed it. Some of the Toledo local schools have some agricultural classes that you can take, and then Owens Community College here in town actually has a 2-year turf degree that you can get from there. But, you know, to go around internship, you know, baseball, there's a lot of aspects in turf. You know, you have golf, you have, you know, NFL, you have baseball, you have all different types of avenues that you can pick, you know, but the baseball I like the baseball. It's a good environment, somewhere really neat to be.
What a fun job. Well, when you come out today, you're going to see a beautiful field, and it's thanks to Jake Tyler and his workers. We'll be right back on Better Living.